Well, hello. Hello. Well, hey there. I got an eyebrow. There you are. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I ordered some stuff from M.A.C. At the time it was brand new. It's probably been like a month now because one of the items was on back order. And it just came in, so now I'm getting to this video. So I've been waiting to get into this box of goodies for so long, for like a month. Like, it's been over a month. We're gonna unbox, do a full face of M.A.C. I'm really excited about it. Also, side note, I dyed my hair last night, so I probably have dye all over my head, so y'all don't judge me too hard. So this is my box of goodies. As you can see, I have not opened any of the products inside. And then I've also got another box here of the item that was on back order and one other item. So we're going to unbox all this and we're going to do a full face of M.A.C. I love M.A.C. It's probably one of the first makeup brands that I ever used when I started wearing makeup in like high school. Was I in high school? I think I started wearing makeup in like 9th grade. I don't think I was allowed to wear it before high school. I don't know. I think in middle school I wore like lip gloss and like clear mascara. But I think in high school is when, yeah, I think 9th grade is when I started wearing makeup. Anyways, so M.A.C. was like my favorite. I remember it was the only eyeshadow I would wear. I went to the Clinique counter and got my makeup done and everything. My mom took me and they like showed me how I should do my makeup, which I love and I'm probably going to do with my daughter. But then at first I only used Clinique, but then after that, once I discovered M.A.C., I was like, oh my gosh, like their eyeshadow was the bomb. Like it stayed all day long, and so I was obsessed with their eyeshadows. So then I got hooked into M.A.C. and then here we are. As you can see, the addiction continues. So M.A.C. is one of my favorite brands, but there are nose itches. But there are a few things that I haven't tried from M.A.C. to do like a full face. So we're going to dive into this box, see our goodies, and go ahead and put together a full face. See how it turns out. Let's see what we got in our boxes. So the first box, oh good gracious. Y'all, there's so much in this box. Okay, so right off the bat, first thing that I see is these. These are foundation pumps. So their foundation, which I also got, comes in like a little, I'll just show you. So it comes in a little like glass jar like this, and it's got a screw-on lid, which, how inconvenient. Like, I can't stand screw-on lids for anything. Toothpaste, like it just is too inconvenient. Like, make it a flip cap or like a pump or something. This is just an inconvenience. So I saw, why am I putting this back on? Leave it off. I saw these on the website and it's like a foundation pump. So basically this is all it is. It's just a little pump that you put into here. Hopefully it fits without oozing out. Now it's got a pump on it, which, how much of an inconvenience to make your like people go buy the pump. Like, just, why don't you just make it like this? It's got a little cover on it. So if like you're traveling, it won't dispense. I got one of those for that, and I have another. So I already had one foundation here. I got 2 pumps so that I could have one for each. The foundation color that I already had that I use sometimes is NC18, but this one is really light. The last time I used it, like my makeup, if you watched that video, my face makeup was way too light for my body. Like, my face did not match my body at all. So I knew I had this one that was too light, so I wanted to kind of try to find one that might match or be a little darker, because then I could just mix in some of the light. So I got this one. This is NC38. I've already opened it, obviously, because I put the pump in it, but I don't know. It doesn't have like a description of the color on here, but this is their Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and it does have SPF 15. Hopefully this matches my skin. I guess we could do a little swatch and see. Oh, and it turns. Okay, so it's got a lock on it. So why do you need this too? I mean, I guess it keeps the makeup that's out here from rubbing onto stuff. I just want to see if what the color looks like. So I feel like that's going to be a pretty good color for me. And if it's too dark, which I don't think it's going to, I really think it's actually going to turn out to be a good color. But if it is too dark, I can always go in with my lighter one that I already have and kind of do a little concoction and make my own light shade if I need to. I also got some setting powder. So this is their soft yellow is the color that I got. At the time when I saw this, I thought, well, that will be good. It'll be like brightening for under eyes. I'm hoping that doesn't look crazy. I've never used this before. And for bronzer, I didn't have a MAC bronzer either, so I picked up, this is their bronzing powder. This is the MAC bronzing powder. And I got the shade Refined. Why does this feel like it's gonna come out? Is this open? I'm about to break this, y'all. What is going on? Like, it's lifting. I don't know. I'm gonna break it. Anyways, the color is called Refined Golden, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a very pretty, like shimmery bronze, golden bronze. I thought it looked pretty, so we'll try that. For blush, I got, this is called Sheertone Shimmer Blush, and mine's in the shade Peachykeen. This is what it looks like. And it's kind of a shimmer, so sticking with the shimmery look, I guess, for summertime. I always feel like summertime you should have more of like a shimmery look. Like in winter, I feel like it would look weird, but in summertime, I don't know. Okay, for highlighter, I got the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Mine is in the shade Soft Frost. So, Soft Frost. Soft Frost. I sound awful saying that. That's kind of a hard thing to say. Soft Frost. It looked like a really pretty iridescent. It's not even going to pick up on camera, I bet. I don't like the way these... It's this button that like rattles, but it makes me feel like the product is like coming out. There we go. But see, it's like a really pretty like pearly iridescent. I just think it's going to be so pretty. I didn't have anything for brows. This was the product that was on back order. That took me forever to wait on. But anyways, this is the Shape and Shade Brow Tint. Okay, I got the shade Spiked. So this is what it looks like. On one end, it's got this like brush tip almost, which kind of is crazy for eyebrows. Like that kind of scares me. I've never used that before. And then on this end, ooh, it's springy. It's got a little powder sponge. So it's got like powder in here and then this little sponge that you use to like fill in your eyebrows and shade them. So hopefully we like that. I'm curious about that. Then for liner, I got two because I like to use a liquid for the top lid, and then on the bottom I usually use a gel or like the waterline. So I got the Brush Stroke 24-hour liner. So this is what it looks like, and that's the kind of tip that I like. It looks like the eyebrow tip too, but I like that kind of tip for eyeliner. Oh my gosh, what is that saying when your nose itches? Someone's talking about you? Company's coming? Maybe? That's probably what it is. I'm getting some company apparently because my nose is like... Then I got the Nicolle Liner, which is more of a gel eyeliner. So this is what it looks like. It's a roll-up, like your roll-up classic eyeliner, which I like to use for the bottom or the waterline. Ooh, that's a neat little box. Okay. I've never tried their mascara either, so I got this Extra Volumizing Sweat and Humidity Resistant Extended Play Perm Me Up Lash Curl Holds for 16 Hours Warm Water Washable Mascara. That's a lot. But it's in this little neat box that you push out. That's kind of cool. That's what it looks like. So Extended Play Perm Me Up Lash. Let's see what the wand looks like. I'm all about a wand, y'all know. Not terrible. It's not as fat as I like, but it's not the silicone ones, thank God. At least it's like actual brush and not them spiky things that I can't stand. Y'all already know. Then, ooh, I'm so excited for this. This is the Art Library FLAME-BOYANT palette. Y'all, these colors looked like right up my alley. This is what it looks like. Look at it. Like, oh, this would be so pretty for summer or for fall because it's just these warm tones. Here we are. It's got a big, huge mirror, but it's got this little sheet that tells you the colors on top. And if you're not familiar with M.A.C eyeshadow, they have different formulas. So for example, like an F is frost. So like that's the texture or like, yeah, I guess texture or consistency of the eyeshadow. It's a frosty one. And they have an M, which is matte. Obviously, they have, so this one is only frost and matte. They also, I think, have shimmers and I think a P for pearl, if I remember right. But anyways, let's take this off so we can see. The shade names are also on the back, so I'll probably just, I don't know if I'll keep this thing on here. That's kind of aggravating. Y'all look how pretty. I love a palette with warm tones like this. But look how gorgeous. And I already know I love M.A.C eyeshadow formula. It stays for a really long time and it shows up really good. Super pigmented. Like, look at this color, y'all. So pretty. Let's swatch a few of these. Let's just see. So there's one. Ooh, y'all look. Oh my goodness. I think I got like a white color. So there's those. Very pretty. Ooh. That one's like not showing as good on camera, but in person, it's really pretty. Ooh, that one's pretty too. Oh my goodness. So we can create like a really pretty like warm summer look with these. Or you could do a really pretty fall look just by like adding in, I think, like a little bit of browns. You could do a really pretty fall look. I am super excited to try out this palette. I feel like it's going to be one that like is one of my favorites. For lip liner, I have used M.A.C lip liner before. I have mixed feelings. Some of them I feel like are my like favorite, like Whirl from M.A.C is one of my absolute favorites. Whirl is one of my favorites. But then I had this other one that I got recently. It's called Auburn. I don't know if they changed the formula or if it's just the difference in colors. But like these two that I recently just got, this one's called Beat. I don't know, they're more like dry and crumbly when you apply it, which I don't like for a lip liner. I like it to go on smooth. Because you don't want your edges of your lip to look crumbly. Like you want the line to be crisp. I got this one. This is in the shade Dervish. This is what it looks like. It looks like a really pretty color. And see, this one looks more creamy. So that's the color, very pretty. So I'm thinking maybe it's just the darker liners that are more crumbly. Maybe the formula's a little different. I don't know, but this one looks like a good one. I'm excited about that one. Y'all, for lipstick, I went a little crazy. The first one I got is a satin lipstick. This is their Viva Glam 2. If you don't know about the Viva Glam lipsticks, they're packaged a little different. So they're normal lipsticks. I have one right here. Look like this. But their Viva Glam one is packaged like this. It's got like the brighter color on it. I thought it was pink for some reason, but it's like a red pink. But anyways, the package is a little different. And they use these colors for, I think when I purchased this, all of their profits were going towards helping families of, seems like they were going towards helping something to do with the COVID thing. I might be wrong. So I don't want to like say that that's what it was. But anyways, usually they use the sales from their Viva Glam collection of lipsticks to help out like a certain cause. So I got this one. This is the Viva Glam 2. We're going to swatch this one right here. Ooh, look how pretty. It looks like it'll go with that lip liner really well. Okay, so there's that one. And it's a satin finish. This one is a powder kiss lipstick. So it's a powder finish. And I got the shade Reverence. This one, this is the shade Reverence. Ooh, y'all. That, ooh, and it smells good. What does that smell like? I don't know what it smells like, but it's got just a good smell. Almost like a, kind of a fruity scent maybe, but not really fruity. Like a vanilla fruit almost. Like a mix of like a vanilla-ish almost like a sugar cookie or something. I don't know. It smells good, but let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so the powder finish one is more like powdery, obviously, and matte. And then this one was satin. Oh, and I just noticed. Okay, so this one's powder, and the texture of the actual little lipstick is like powder. Like, you can see the difference. This one's shiny, and this one's like powder. How cute. I've never noticed that. I'm like super late to the game, I'm sure. Like, that's a known thing, but this one is also a powder lipstick, and it's in the shade Scattered Petals. I could not decide on their lipsticks, and honestly, a lot of times on their website, it'll look a certain color on the models, or even like when you do the virtual try on, it'll like look a certain color on your lips, and then when you get it, it's like not what you thought. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a couple shades because I don't know. I googled it to see it like on different people and see swatches, and this one looked really pretty, like a pretty peachy color. So this is the color. It's not that different from Reverence, but it's a little more peachy. So Reverence is in the middle right here, and then this one, Scattered Petals, is at the top. It's a little more peachy than Reverence, but it looks really pretty. And then the last lipstick that I got is a collaboration that they did with Dima Alshikli. I don't know who this is. Apparently she's like an influencer or something, but this was one of her collaborations. The little package is so cute. But I got the shade, oh, well, her name is the shade, because they had different collabs that they did. So this was her lipstick with them. So it doesn't have like a shade because it's just her name. Oh, y'all, look. My gosh. I love gold so much. It's ridiculous. It's a matte lipstick. Okay, but look how pretty, y'all. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is the color. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it's a little darker. You can see it over here. It's a little more of a dark nude. I just love this packaging so much. But again, it looks really pretty. So 4 lipsticks later. And then the last little thing that I got was just a sample of their Fix Plus, which y'all already know I use the Fix Plus, but you had to pick a sample, and this was like one of the options. So I was like, I'll just get this because I love it. So there's a little sample of that. So anyways, that's all I got in the box. I just noticed something else. My little Mellow Cosmetics lipstick. Y'all, look how similar these lipsticks look. Mellow is like taken after MAC a little bit with their packaging. If you didn't watch the Mellow Cosmetics video, I'll throw the link up here for that. But they had some of my favorite makeup I've ever tried. And they also gave me like my own link. So if you shop through my link, I'll get a small percentage of it. But I did a completely unbiased review and loved their stuff. Like pretty much all of it. So anyways, y'all go check that out. But back to the MAC. That reminds me of that song, Return of the Mac. It's on the Burger King commercial. So, let's go ahead, roll this stuff on, do a full face, try it all out, see what we think. We'll start out with one of my favorite primers, which I already have and use all the time. This is their Strobe Cream, and mine's in the original color, which is like, it's a light pink color. That's the original. We'll go in with the Strobe Cream first as a primer. I love this stuff. It's super hydrating. Oh, it feels so good. It smells really good. Forgot to throw my little clips in, so I'm going to do that real quick. Keep it out of my face. Now I've got my wet makeup sponge, our new color, which is NC38. So I've just went in with 2 pumps of that. Might be a little dark. I haven't self-tanned in a while. I've been trying to get an actual tan outside, but for some reason, the older I've gotten, my body, like, or my body, my skin just doesn't react to the sun at all. Like, it doesn't get tan, it doesn't get burnt, really. I don't know, it just doesn't. I used to tan so fast when I was younger. Like, I could be in the sun for 2 hours and be dark. Now I'm in the sun for 2 hours and I look like I didn't do anything. And I don't put like anything on. I know that's bad, you should put sunscreen on, but I don't normally put anything on and my skin just like nothing. I don't know. I'm also chasing babies and trying to keep them in the shade, so that might be why I don't tan as good, because I used to like rub myself with baby oil and lay and bake in the sun. So maybe that's why. So I feel like this would be a really good color for me when I am self-tanned, which right now, obviously, I told you I'm not. It's a little dark for me right now. I'm just going to try to make it work. I really do love this foundation. Like, it works so good. It's the perfect consistency for me, I think. It's not too dry. It's not sticky and wet. It like mattes down really good. It doesn't like crack or make your face look funny. I really like it a lot. It just looks like your skin, I think, personally. Up next, I'm going to go in with my MAC concealer, which is probably one of my favorite concealers. I've got some different shades. I think today we'll use NW20, and this comes with a little pump. So I don't know why their foundation doesn't, but we'll just do 2 pumps onto the tip here. Work that under the eyes, onto the eyelids as well. So y'all can see why I love that concealer so much. It's just like natural and pretty, but it's very brightening still. Like, it doesn't go away when you blend it in. It gives me like a really brightened look without being like too crazy. So I feel like it's just the perfect color and perfect consistency. Okay, up next we're going to try out a product I haven't tried. This is the set powder, and I got the shade Soft Yellow, so we'll see. And I'm just going to take my sponge and, okay, so it's got like these little holes. I'm going to tap some into the lid. So far so good. I like it. Let's kick it up a notch, because y'all know I like me an intense bright under eye. If you didn't know, when you put a ton of powder under your eyes and let it sit before you wipe it off and do like some other parts of your makeup, it's called baking. So I don't necessarily normally do that. I normally just put like a ton on there and then kind of blend it in, but a lot of people, like a lot of makeup artists, will bake their under eyes and then they just dust it off with like a big fluffy brush, and it leaves you with like a really brightening effect under your eyes. But I typically just, why did I sound British when I said that? Typically just pack it on really heavy under the eyes. Look how smooth and pretty this is. I really like that powder a lot. I like the brightening yellow. Like, I feel like it really does brighten, because sometimes with a translucent powder it almost looks white when you put it on, and then you have like a white cast on your face. This one being yellow, I don't know, it almost like warms up your face a little bit. Like, it brightens it and warms it at the same time, and it doesn't leave like a white cast, which I really like. Like that a lot. Didn't disappoint. Okay, very impressed with that. Okay, so up next I'm going to go in with the bronzer, and again, this is the Refined Golden Bronzing Powder. This is what it looks like. So I'm just going to take my angled contour bronzer brush here. I have used MAC bronzer before a long time ago. I don't even remember what that shade was that I used to use. It was a matte bronzer though. It wasn't shimmery like this one. And I loved it. Like, I used the fire out of it. It was gone. Like, I used it all. But then I don't know why I didn't get any more. I guess I just like got distracted with another bronzer probably and then forgot about it. But I did really love that bronzer, so hopefully I'll love this one too. Yeah, I really like this bronzer. Y'all, this color is so pretty. It's just like a golden, there's no shimmer really. I don't know, maybe it's like the mixture of the bronzer with that yellow powder, setting powder, but like, I really like it. Give me a jawline. I need one right now. I have been dieting, y'all, and like, I've been doing so good, and then I just fell off the wagon these past couple days since Father's Day, and I need to get back on it. Get rid of this little gobble we got. Okay, like that. Up next, we need to contour the nose. So I'm gonna jump in with my little flat brush here, with that same bronzer. Enough of that. Next, we're gonna try out our Peachykeen blush. It looks very pretty. I'm excited about this. And this is just my Sigma Angled Contour F40. Some blushes, have y'all noticed this? You barely touch it and it's like you painted your face. And then other blushes, you like dig in and it's like nothing shows up. I don't know. This is one of those where I feel like you can go in real heavy-handed, which is good for me because I'm very heavy-handed. Like, I always put on too much, I think. Or like I'm like when I brush my teeth really hard. Because I just feel like I want them to get really clean, so I brush hard. The same with my makeup. I feel like a lot of times I'm just like heavy-handed with it. Ooh, this is a really pretty color once you build it up a little bit. Very pretty. I like that color a lot. Okay, Peachykeen. Then let's try the brow product next. I'm nervous about this. Very nervous about this. It has two ends, so we're gonna go in with the brush end first. I don't think you should use this end to like outline your eyebrows. I don't know. Let's see. I think you just do like brush strokes. I'm always scared when I use new brow products that I'm gonna just like ruin my whole makeup look. So do y'all see the difference already? Like just doing a few little tiny flicks. And I've got a bump on my nose. Where did that come from? I'm telling you. So do a few little tiny flicks in the same direction that the hair grows. So like up here, my hair grows down like this. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then down here, it grows up like this. And then back here, it grows back. I like this because it's very subtle when you're putting it on, but then when you like step back, it's like, well, hello. Hello. Well, hey there. I got an eyebrow. There you are. Okay, I like this way more than I thought I was going to, and it's super easy. And I thought it was going to be so hard to use and such a nightmare, but y'all, like, this is so easy. The beginning of the brows is always the tricky part that I don't like. So I'm going to be super light-handed, just do some tiny little flicks. Maybe when we use the other end. Let's try the other end real quick. See what it does. So it's got this like spongy thing, and apparently you shade or like fill it in with powder. I don't know about this end. I don't like this end. Like, what is it? Okay, like on my hand, that's what it looks like. I don't know, I'm not crazy about that. Like I feel like that just made it look bad. Yeah, I don't like this end. But this, surprisingly, is like super easy to use. If I could just get the beginning to look right. See how it's like weirdly clumping together on my skin almost? Do y'all see it's like rubbing a bald spot? Let me try this little end. I'm gonna dab it on there and see if it fills it in. Y'all. No. Oh, okay, this thing bounces? Do y'all see that? I did not notice that. And look at my eyebrow. Okay, it bounces. Well, that would have been good to know. This brow is scary. Not liking this at all. I'm about to have to wipe this off. Y'all, what is going on with that brow? No, we cannot be having brows like this. I don't know what's going on, but that ain't happening. No. I'm just going to use this end. That other end is too crazy for me. I don't know. It didn't. I almost feel like I would like it better if it had just like a spoolie on the other end to kind of blend this or like tame your brows a little bit, but that's better. Okay, so yeah, definitely not a fan of that brow product. It just ruined it. Like, I'm gonna try to do the other side better. Maybe if I start in the beginning. So yeah, definitely not my favorite brow product at all. For the sake of like not sitting here for 5 hours messing with it, I'm just gonna move on. That spot's gonna drive me insane. And this is just like, I don't know if y'all can see, but it is just like not working. It won't stick right there. It's just like rubbing away. Oh, that is bad. And then this thing's gonna make it worse again. I just know. Okay, so there's brows. Don't like them. Y'all don't judge. I know they look terrible. Let's just move on. Up next, we're gonna do eyeshadow. Let's jump in to our little palette here. So pretty. up first, I'm going to take this color here, I think. It's called Rule. And we're going to put that in the crease and then kind of work it up and out a little bit. Next, I'm going to go into this deep, like reddish burgundy color here called, what color are you? Louvre at first sight. It's like L-O-V-R-E. Louvre at first sight. Like the Louvre in Paris, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go into that color and we're going to work that with our same brush on the outer corner. Okay, then I'm going to jump into this color up here, which is kind of like a light, kind of tan, creamy color. It's called Samoa Silk. And I'm going to use this eye shading brush from Sigma, the E55. And we're just going to pack that onto the lid. It's just like a nice matte color. Then I think I kind of want to, I don't know, I kind of like that. I kind of just want to leave it at that. I do want to try out the shimmer up here. This was such a pretty color too, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging this. Let's take our pencil brush and jump into this darker color here. What's this color called? Dollywood right here. We're going to use that on the lower lid. I like it. Then let's take our other pencil brush and jump into this really light shimmery color up here. And this one is called What's the Pointillism? We're going to highlight the brow bone. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. That is a really pretty color. And it works so well, y'all. And we're going to do the inner corner. That color would be pretty on the lid too. Like, it's so pretty. Then we're going to do eyeliner next. So I'm going to go in with the brush stroke first on the top lid. Try to do this one-handed. I like to hold my eyelid, but right now I'm holding a mirror so that I can see. So yeah, I'm going to have to pull my eye. I have to get into all those little spaces. I just can't do it when I don't pull my eye. I really like this. Next, we're going to go in with the gel. Well, it's called Nicolle Liner, and we're going to do that on the waterline. My eyes are going to start watering because they're itchy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it's like tickling my eye. That tickles. Here comes the waterworks. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, why does this tickle? It's like tickling. Oh, it's making it itchy. Anyways. Okay, so there's that part done, and y'all, I'm sorry, my eyeballs are watering. Like, it's a problem. Hopefully it doesn't run anywhere. Okay, next we're going to go in with Extended Play Perm Me Up Lash. And again, this brush is not my favorite. I like a fatter wand, but it isn't terrible. It actually gets in there pretty good because of the shape of it. I just don't know if it's doing a whole lot. Not my favorite so far. Okay, not my favorite mascara. Normally my lashes look a lot bigger or longer than they do right now. Like, I don't know, it just didn't do much for me personally. So, not my favorite. I'm gonna get my setting spray from MAC that I normally use. So I have two from MAC. I have the lavender one because I love lavender, but then this is just the like original one. But I use these all the time. I know I love these. So I'm gonna jump in with, we'll go original today, and we'll set our makeup. And then usually just before that gets really dry, I'll go in with my highlights. So this is our new highlight we got, which I think is so pretty. I'm excited about. So it's called Soft Frost, and this is what it looks like. Very pearly and pretty. I'm going to take my setting brush from Real Techniques. I love this one for highlight. And let's see what we think about this. Ooh. Whoa. It's kind of like a very iridescent, almost like purpley. You'll see that? Like a purpley pink. It's like iridescent, like a pearl. It's pretty. Ooh. Would be a really pretty eyeshadow, I think. So I'm going to take my pencil brush and go in and do just a little line. Ooh, now that's pretty on the nose and on the tip. Just draw attention to that bump we got going on today. Okay, and then lastly we got lips. So I'm going to jump in with our liner. This is the Dervish is the shade. Like the liner, it's very creamy. Way better than the last two that I tried from them, the darker shades. So maybe it's just, again, a problem with the darker shades because this is more of a lighter shade and it worked really well. Loved it. Pretty color. Okay, so which lipstick do we want to use? We've got the Viva Glam. I'm not feeling that one today. We've got the Powder Kiss in Reverence. Ooh, that's pretty. We've got the Powder Kiss in Scattered Petals. That one's pretty too. This one's a little darker. Yeah, I don't want to use the darker one today either. So it's between these two. Reverence or Scattered Petals. Which one? This one matches the liner better. I feel like this one goes better with the eye. I kind of want to use this one. So this is Scattered Petals. Let's see. Oh my gosh, y'all. This smells and tastes good. Like, it tastes good. And look how pretty. Like, it filled in the wrinkles or lines or like dryness in my lips because it's powder. It feels so good. And that color is so pretty. It's gorgeous. That might be my favorite, my new favorite lip formula from them. The Powder Kiss. Is that what it's called? Powder Kiss. That feels amazing. I love that. Okay, let's do one final spray. So this is the finished look. I really liked pretty much everything, with the exception of definitely the brow pencil or whatever you want to call this, the brow tint, Shape and Shade brow tint. Not a fan of the powder end. Like the brush end, just doing the beginning of your brow is very difficult. I don't think they turned out like completely terrible, but they definitely need some work. Next time I would definitely only use this end and I would not use the powder end at all. That thing is just too crazy. And then the mascara, I mean, it's okay. It didn't do much for me personally. So other than that, everything else, like, I loved. Love the palette. Pretty much loved everything else, which doesn't surprise me because MAC is one of my favorite brands. The lip products, y'all, this lipstick, what in the world? I didn't see that coming. Like, amazing. And then the eyeshadow palette, I mean, of course, like, y'all, this thing is awesome. The colors are gorgeous and it works. As always, MAC's eyeshadows work so good. So yeah, I was also really surprised how much I liked this yellow setting powder. Like, I feel like it's so pretty on the face. And the bronzer, like, such a pretty color. And the blush was really pretty. I mean, everything. I love their foundation. Y'all, you already know. Enough said. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe and click that notification bell. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.